Hello, friends. Welcome back. I am Dr. Jaspreet Singh Kohli, consultant orthopedics, complex trauma, and joint replacement surgeon at Kalyan Hospital, Ludhiana. In our last video, we discussed about the commonest orthopedic related problems in the elderly, that was osteoarthritis. Continuing our video further, we would talk about another common problem in elderly, that is fractures and joint dislocations. As you grow old, the likelihood that you fracture a bone increases. This is because there is a natural tendency of bone to become weak and brittle, leaving it more susceptible to fractures. Along with the bone, the ligament and tendons that also weaken up. But you may not be weak as you were earlier, but your strength level decreases. So your capability of facing an accident decreases. This is the most common problem which we face. Secondly, a trivial fall would end up in a complex and complicated fracture. So we should try to prevent the orthopedic related fractures, as the cure would be very extensive and very slow. So our main aim should be prevention is better than cure. Cure being less extensive, less efficient, and slow. Sometimes patient is unable to cope up with that problem. So what should we try? What should we do to the maximum to prevent any fracture related complications? Fall happens with the best possible condition, but we should try to eliminate a number of factors by using our common sense and planning. There are three factors related which needs to be modified to prevent fractures related to fall. The number one, it is the fall itself. Second thing, it is the force and the direction of fall. Third thing is the fragility of bone. So prevention of falls. With our best efforts, we could try to prevent the falls, but still it is sometimes not possible. So we should modify our indoor and outdoor environment so that the fall is minimum. For the outdoor environment, few safety tips. In nasty weathers, we should use canes, walkers, etc. for walking. Also, the shoes which we wear should be rubber soled and should have a strong grip. Third, if we are moving in a building, we should look at the floor. If the floor is slippery, is shiny, we should try to avoid using that floor. Instead, walk on the carpets which are there present for walking. Second thing, we should use a shoulder bag instead of using our hand. We should keep our hands free, because suppose if we fall, our hands would help us protect and cause any problem. Secondly, walking on a pavement, we should see what is the level of the pavement. The steps should be taken care of. Along with that, we should try avoid walking on inclinations, because that are more sources, there are more chances that there would be a fall and a fracture. Now the indoor environment. Indoor environment also requires maximum care to be taken off. We should see to it that the floor is cleaned, all the clutter is off, the floor is clean. One thing. Second, the floor should be smooth, but it should not be slippery so that the walking is comfortable. Third, we should avoid walking wearing socks, wearing open shoes. Instead, we should use sport shoes while walking. Second, if we have carpets at our home, we should see to it that they are properly tagged and they are non-slippery, especially the carpets on the staircase, because they tend to slip off when we put our steps. Next, the staircase should have rails on both the sides to protect us, and it should be well illuminated. Next, there should be the light at the entry of the room, so that we need not go and search for a light switch. Next, we should have a battery, a torch by the bedside, so that in case of a power cut, we need not go search for these things. Next in line, the night bulbs should be used, especially while from the bed to the washroom, from the bed to the kitchen, and the staircase. Next, all the electrical and telephone wires should be cleared of the floor. In our washrooms too, we should try to have sidebars which should support us during toilets and in bathtubs along. We should try to use rubber mats on the floor in washroom to prevent slippery. Next, if we are using any stool to remove items from a top, we should see that it should be a steady one with a broad step. But I would like to stress that we should try avoiding climbing up or down. We should try to keep all the items which we require in our regular day and day use in our reach. That should be beneficial for us. Secondly, if we are living alone, we should see to it that there is another relative of us, a relative of yours, who knows about your whereabouts, whom you are in regular touch, so that in case of emergency, that person is reachable. Also, we should try to consult our physician to ensure any medicines being taken. We should try to ask him whether those medicines cause any drowsiness, any dizziness, any blurring vision, or anything else. Also, we should try to practice balanced diet. This was related to the fall. Now, reducing the force of the fall. Force of the fall can be reduced by two things. One is we should change the direction of the force. Second thing, we should change the impact of the force. The impact of force would be changed by wearing padded equipments like padded kneecaps or padded hip covers while walking. With the direction of the force, we should understand falling on the side causes more impact on the hip bone, and hip bone tends to break early. So avoid that using that. Instead, we should try to use our hands if you are falling. We should try putting weight on the hand and fall in front rather than on the side. Because if at all we get a fracture, that would be a fracture of the wrist bone, which would be less debilitating and which would heal early than a fracture of the hip. Third thing is the prevent the fragility of the bone. So our bone strength per se. So for this we need to have adequate diet, adequate calcium and vitamin D. We should exercise regularly, and we should ask about the doctor about bone density tests. Also, we should take medicines which prevent bone loss. If still there is a fracture, we should not delay it. We should reach the hospital immediately. Hospital also, the hospital which deals with these sort of fractures. Not every hospital deals with fractures in elderly. It should not be delayed. We should not be panicky, but we should try to have early treatment possible. So this was about fracture and dislocation. In our next video, we'll talk about another orthopedic related topic, that is osteoporosis and backache. Thank you very much.